The internet is full of success stories. Rolls-Royce Phantoms, Rolex watches, Andrew Tate with his bitches. There are so many people doing crazy beautiful things and they are millionaires, they are trillionaires, they are billionaires. So many people are super duper successful. But I think that's only 1% of them, no? Sorry, my nose is a bit stuffed up and it's raining outside. So I hope you guys excuse me if there are any interruptions while I'm recording this video. The reason why I'm doing this video is because all the success that we see on the internet is just 1% of the entire population. All the other 99% of us, we actually haven't achieved great success in life. In fact, we've failed more than we have succeeded. So I thought in this video I'm going to talk about all the things that I'm really bad at, all the things that I'm shit at. Because I don't think it's a good balance to have only success on the internet. There needs to be failures too. I know they talk about their failures, they talk about how they went to jail but now they are in really good positions, how nobody bought any products from them, and how they started 7-8 businesses and they all failed, but this last business made like $1 million. I mean, that, right? Like, we need to normalize failing. That's the whole point. For example, take Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather won 50 fights. He did not lose. It's 50-0. Everybody talks about Floyd Mayweather's success and he has so much money and he has a beautiful mansion, he has phantoms, he has girls. I think he's married though, but like anyway. But nobody talks about those 50 other people who fought him. They fought Floyd Mayweather. That's a crazy achievement, right? But nobody talks about them. I think there needs to be a good balance, like yin and yang. Everything that comes from this side should also balance from this side. I don't know what yin and yang means, but I mean, I know, but I don't want to talk about that in this video. So in this video, I'm putting the universe back into balance by talking about the things that I'm really bad at. I also think these failures made me who I am today. Oh my god, here we go again. But no, like actually, these failures actually made me who I am today. That's why I'm talking about it. I know most of you who are watching this, you don't know who the I am. I am a Sri Lankan comedian, pretty random, right? You know where Sri Lanka is? Sri Lanka is actually right below India, like right here. Yeah, it's a small country, it's a beautiful country, there are so many cool things. I'm a Sri Lankan comedian. I actually started my comedy journey back in school. All my life I've done nothing else but make videos, but ironically this is the first time I'm making a video in English. I now have an agency called Editors Club. We manage creators like Davey Fogarty, Goose McGrath. These are all Australian entrepreneurs. Davey, probably you have heard of him. He's the Woody guy. I was the one who was with him when he grew to 300,000 subscribers. And now he's on Shark Tank, which is pretty cool. And Goose McGrath, he is the owner of Dashdot, which is a pretty cool real estate company. And yeah, so that's what I do. I build personal brands and I grow them. If you want to grow your personal brand too, there's a link in the description, you know. But anyway, I actually have about 1 million subscribers across all channels on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or everything put together. And I also have my own comedy tour. I tour with a couple of other Sri Lankan comedians all over Australia. And I live near the beach with my wife in Adelaide, which is, my life is pretty good. But 99% of my life I have failed. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. But if you stick to the end of the video, I will actually talk about how those failures made me who I am today. Not just the failures, right? Okay, cool. Let's start. I must say my life is pretty good, but I'm bad at most things. First, I'm really bad at communicating. Yes, I am really bad at communicating. Rather expressing myself when I'm with somebody. Like for example, let's say that you and I, we met outside or at a cafe or something. I just wouldn't know what to ask you. I don't know how to ignite a conversation. I am a little bit cracked and I am built that way. I can't have a normal conversation with someone and tell them what I want to say. When I was small, I used to run around the dinner table. That meant that I'm hungry. So my mom would have to figure out, oh, I'm actually hungry and feed me. So I could not actually talk properly until I was like maybe 6, 8 years old. And I also used to speak to a mask on the wall and found comfort in it. I actually had full-on conversations with this mask. So I think so you might be just connecting the dots at the moment, but please stick to the end. I'm going to talk about how those things help me who I am today. If somebody asks me a question, I actually take a long time, a significantly long time to answer them back. Yeah. 2. I am really bad at sports. Yeah. Believe it or not, I know I look very sporty, and I know I look like somebody who should be in NBA, but I am bad at sports. I remember the first time that I went to play cricket. My dad is actually a cricketer, and he is very famous in Sri Lanka. I mean, not very famous, but he plays for his office and well, anyway, he used to play for his school, he played for his workplace, and he also captains the workplace. Now he actually trains them. And when I was at home, when I was small, there used to be so many trophies in cabinets, and I used to think, my dad is super cool and I want to be like my dad. And I wanted to be really badly, I wanted to be good at sports. So I remember the first time that I went to play cricket. So I went to a selection game at school. I was a fielder, and the batsman hit the ball towards me. It actually went through my legs. Not through my legs, in between my legs. And it was really embarrassing. I actually heard my dad from the corner of the ground, and everybody laughed. I don't know if everybody laughed, but I felt like everybody was laughing. Even my dead grandma was laughing at me from the sky. She was dead. Yeah, it was a really embarrassing moment. And okay, I thought, okay, never mind. I was bad at fielding. I'm now gonna be really good at batting. So it was a time for me to bat. I put my gloves on, I put my pads on, I took the bat and I went to the field. I started batting, and the first ball came, and it was 4 runs, and I was really happy. I was thinking, fuck yes, I'm doing great. And then the next ball came, it hit my gloves, and then this guy caught the ball, and I was out. And I was really pissed. It was the second ball, and I was out. That guy won life, and I was out of the game. And I'm really bad at studies. Don't get me wrong, I actually worked really, really hard in school. I used to study for like 2-3 months, and I used to lie to my friends saying, oh, I never studied. And I used to pretend as if I don't study to my friends, pretend as if I never really looked at the book yet. Every single exam, I used to study really, really hard. But during the exam, I would forget everything. And I literally I got about 5 to 10 marks per exam. This is out of 100. Huh? Some exams I even got 1. I'm kid you not, I have gotten 1. And I think it's because the teacher felt bad that I wrote letters, so she gave me 1 mark. So people actually thought that I'm really dumb. And I thought, because people think that I'm dumb, I thought that I'm dumb as well. And for a really long time, I thought that I'm mentally challenged. It did not help. My sister kept on telling me that I'm mentally challenged when I was at home. She kept on telling me that I'm adopted and I'm mentally challenged. And then I'm really bad at shaking off habits. For a really long time, I couldn't stop biting my nails. So my dad actually used to put this bitter substance on my fingers so I wouldn't bite my nails. And he also used to put a sock onto my hand so I can't bite it. And I used to do like sock puppets and shit. And that's really lame anyway. So because my fingers smelled really bad because of that bitter substance, nobody actually came near me either. And so I practically had a really bad childhood, and because of that I actually got into drugs. And not because of that, drugs are really awesome, it feels good. I got into weed, and I just could not stop weed for a really, really long time. I used to smoke a joint every single day. I did all the drugs under the sun. I could not shake them off for the love of God. And I smoked so much weed, I practically forgot who I am. Next, I am bad at saving money. Rather, I'm bad at managing money. I don't know how to earn money and then keep it in my bank account or invest that or, do things with it. I just know how to generate money, I would say. I know it. I'm good at it. I used to steal money from my dad's wallet. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching this. Because I thought that's a normal thing to do. Because I'm pretty sure one of my friends told me that he steals from his dad. So it's okay for me to steal from my dad. So I went and stole from my dad. And when I came to Australia, I had about $100 in my bank account. Most of all, I'm really bad at coming off professional. Even this channel, I actually wanted to make a really cool channel, a personal development channel, the things that I learned and I wanted to share with you and keep it really professional, but I can't do it. No matter what I do, I can't take things seriously. I laugh at everything and I always try to make a joke out of everything. You're free to stop watching this video if you only wanted to know about the things that I'm bad at, and then, you are free to be okay with yourself. Oh, he's bad at things and there are many people who are bad at things like this, so it's okay for me to be bad at things too and have a horrible life. You can stop this video and then go on, live your life, or watch another video, Mr. Beast video. There are so many videos on YouTube. But if you want to know how I turned those things into my advantage and I became who I am today. I mean, I know who I am today is not like Andrew Tate or Elon Musk or anything like that, but I have a pretty good life. I'm pretty happy. I'm wealthy, I think. I'll talk about how much money I have in a later video, but I think I have a pretty good life. I'm a pretty happy life. So now I'm going to talk about how I became the best version of myself through the things that I'm really bad at. Well, since I'm really bad at communicating, I thought the best place to practice would be the most public place of all, YouTube. I started making YouTube videos when I was in school and I did not stop. Like I told you in the beginning of this video, all I've done throughout my entire life is make videos. It's because by talking to a mask on the wall, I actually practiced without even knowing. I was practicing talking to a camera. The camera never asks me questions. When I'm talking, it never interrupts me and then asks me, oh, have you actually eaten? No, it actually does not ask, how does it make you feel? It does not ask me questions. So I can actually communicate without getting a reply. If I get a reply, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna reply you back. It just takes me a long time for me to craft an answer. But now I've gotten better at it. So ask a question. Yes. I pretty much have spent all my time on this platform and I'm glad that I did. It really made me the best version of myself today, being able to express myself to the fullest. 1 million followers across all platforms later, I think I've done well. I found the comedian in me through this entire process. I actually found making jokes, being comedic, is the way that I like to express things. And that's actually how I could grab somebody else's attention. And I actually hopped on it. Simple. I am still bad at sports. And that is fine. I go to the gym. I work out. It actually became a race against myself. It's against Chali. It's Chali against Chali. I'm not in a competition with anybody else. And I thought I don't have to be good at everything. Life is about understanding what you're good at and sticking with it. I want to do competitive sports and now I'm practicing to get into it. I want to do boxing. I want to go swim. I actually play cricket with my friends. I actually go play badminton with my friends. And I like competition. But I don't like it enough to go to Olympics or go to, go compete with athletes who have excelled at it. I stick with what I'm good at and I'm happy with it. Not being good at studies actually came down to one thing. It wasn't because I was too dumb or mentally challenged. I actually did really badly when I was under pressure. I studied really well, I memorized things, but when I went to the exam, I was under pressure and I forgot everything. That is what was happening. So I actually decided to treat it. I was treating it with drugs, which is my next point. To be relaxed under pressure, I smoked weed. Oh, it makes sense, right? But, so I was not under pressure anymore, but I got into weed. I got addicted to weed, which was not a good thing for me to substitute with. But I'm not gonna blame weed and drugs entirely. I think it actually made me creative. It actually opened some kind of third eye in me that actually started seeing the world in a very different way. When I was under pressure, I was drawing straight lines. But when I was not under pressure, I actually was drawing circles and going like that. I don't know if you actually understand what I mean. What I meant to say was I actually started taking risks in life after I felt like I'm not under pressure, which was a good thing. But throughout this entire process, I actually started forgetting who I am because my brain was filled with THC. It was actually affecting my memory and my brain cognitive function. So later in life, I actually turned that addiction into other things. Now I'm addicted to making money. Now I'm addicted to creating businesses. Now I'm addicted to making videos. Now I'm addicted to being myself. Most of all, I'm addicted to being sober, which is pretty cool, right? Such a wild ride. So I became creative, but I just didn't know how to turn that into a money-making machine. Recently, I was listening to Goose saying, if you want to be rich, you gotta kill the artist in you, get out and make money. I know this is true. The moment that I decided to step away from being an artist and become a businessman, I actually started making a lot more money, but I did not stop being creative. I'm still creative. I'm still good at making things. I'm still good at making content that people love. I actually went ahead and hired an accountant. I did not want to do everything myself. I learned the basics in accounting. I learned how to manage money in very basic ways, but I actually hired a professional to manage it for me. Why not? So I haven't killed the artist in me. The only difference is I have a professional making sure that I make bank with it. Now to the final point that I'm really bad at, being professional. Who cares? I am who I am and I'm loving it. And that's the message that I wanted to bring in this video. You should always be proud of yourself, no matter what things that you're bad at, no matter that your entire life has been a failure. Only because all those failures are yours, not anybody else's. Through all those failures, you are still alive, you're still breathing, you're still the man or woman that you are today. It's not like you haven't succeeded in life. You probably have one or two things that you are really proud of. And that's all you need. I hope this video somehow makes you to feel okay today. If you like to watch more videos like this, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.